Hi there, this is International Coaching Week. And if you're a leader, a manager, a coach, or someone who just cares about growing yourself and the people around you, this week is for you. International Coaching Week is an annual global celebration recognized by the International Coaching Federation, and it's observed by coaches, organizations in more than 100 countries. This week is dedicated to raising awareness about what coaching really is and what it can do, what it makes possible. So at the Lenserf Group, this week is personal. For 13 years, we've had the privilege of working with thousands of leaders and watching coaching change how people lead, how teams perform, and how organizations grow. It's not a trend, it's not luxury, and it's not something you do when something's wrong. It's one of the most powerful and sustainable tools for developing people who think better, decide better, and bring out the best in people around them. So that's why this week, we're going to show up for you every single day with coaching tips and reflection prompts that you can actually use in your next one-on-one or your next meeting. So starting today, you can start leading like a coach. I encourage you to follow along and share these tips with someone on your team and let me know how this week works out for you. So let's start today with 5 practical ways to build coaching into what you already do. Tip number 1. Turn your one-on-ones into coaching conversations. Before your next one-on-one, try something different. Instead of leading with your agenda, open with this. What's the most important thing for you to work through today? Or this one, what do you want to leave this conversation having decided? And in those questions, you can shift the dynamic from manager to thought partner. It doesn't take much more than just pausing and asking the question. Tip number 2, swap your advice for a question at least one time. Now, this gets pretty tricky, especially if you're not comfortable delegating. But it can go like this. Next time somebody brings you a problem and your instinct is to solve it, stop and just ask, what options are you already considering? And what is your instinct telling you? Again, you're leading with being a thought partner instead of telling people what to do. The question can change and start to build a muscle inside of you and your team, a delegation muscle, and that muscle inside of your team member. Tip number 3, open team meetings with a reflection prompt. Use the first 3 or the first 5 minutes of your next standing meeting with this. What's one thing you're proud of from last week? Or what are you stretching into right now? So that question can build self-awareness, and it can also build psychological safety because it helps people to know that they're able to be seen somewhere. It can also have the added benefit of sparking possibility because people get to celebrate early on in your meeting, so they have a sense of success right at the beginning. Tip number 4, instead of feeding back, let's feed forward. So most feedback conversations look backwards and they're focused on what went wrong. Coaching informed feedback is different. It asks, what would you do differently and what support do you need to get there? And that accountability shift is palpable. It shifts from you to them. Okay, like it shifts from you to them. What support do you need? Tell me. And tip number 5, when you're wrapping up a project, end it with a learning debrief. Now, some people call this a retrospective, a postmortem, whatever you want to call it. But after a project ends or a presentation or major initiative, ask 3 questions. What worked? What will we do differently? And what is one thing that we're going to take forward into the next challenge? And you close your meeting, not just with a closeout, but it's a learning. So I've shared 5 tips put into these moments that you already have with your team. So this gives you 5 chances to help yourself and the people around you to level up. I'll be back tomorrow with more coaching insights that you can put to work. And in the meantime, share this with someone on your team who's ready to grow. Exceed your potential.